the banks of the Ohio River, it is Paycor Stadium in Cincinnati. Tonight, a good one coming your way in the AFC. It's the Buffalo Bills and the Cincinnati Bengals. Mike Tirico and Greg Olson with you. Evan McPherson getting this one started. Off we go on Sunday Night Football. Not bad on the return. Out past the 30-yard line. Some breathing room for the offense as they begin drive one. The Bills offense heading out, led by their now 30-year-old quarterback, the MVP of the NFL a couple of seasons ago, Josh Allen.
Former MVP, Mike, just clearly one more box to check. It's hard to have a more accomplished NFL career than Josh Allen, but the conversation around the NFL and league circles continues to remain. When is Josh Allen going to take the Bills and get over the hump and find themselves in the Super Bowl? So a lot of hopes around the organization that this is the team, this is the roster they've built around him to accomplish just that. You spend all week on your opening script. What are the plays that allow you to find a rhythm and have some early success offensively? Well, in this case, that first play you drawn up sent you going back the wrong direction. How does that change this play caller's approach to the ground game going forward?
And he will get forward for about 5 yards. That sets up third down.
5-yard pickup on the play. And it's third down.
From the gun, here is Allen. That is incomplete. Great work to get in there, make things difficult defensively. And it sets up fourth down.
Remember what they told us, Mike, leading up to this game. They said it is so critical for us to find success, especially on third down. We want to maintain possession, extend these drives. Well, the first crack comes up and they fail through the air, and we're going to have to regroup and be able to have better success throughout the remainder of this game.
On the return is Jones. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. Time for Joe Cool. Joe Burrow brings the Bengals out. His 7th season, Greg, man, led the NFL in passing yardage and touchdowns in that terrific season a couple of years ago.
Yeah, one of the more interesting careers in the NFL, Mike. I mean, there is no question. Joe Burrow's as good, if not the best quarterback, best pure quarterback in football. Now, there's been some health issues. He's had a couple injuries that have kept him off the field for extended period of time. And then really you got to look on the defensive side of the ball. Can they make the improvements defensively to just keep the scores down a little? Because the way they operated last year in the handful of starts that Joe Burrow was healthy, the offense was awesome. But it's hard to go into every game thinking you got to score 30 to have a chance.
That last run got 4. So here comes 2nd and 6. Working out of the gun, Burrow. Open left side is Gesicki. And he'll be brought down up around the 38-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 10. It's a Cincinnati first down.
The drag route. We used to say this is day one install. Every single offense in the NFL has this sort of route, especially for the tight end position. And depending on the speed and the run after catch ability of the tight end, sometimes it can lead to some of the biggest gains.
He'll be brought down just shy of midfield. That's a gain of 11, and they'll move the chains with another first down.
I think Brown is like the perfect back for this Bengals system. He's a strong runner, and listen, he might not get the volume of touches. We know Cincy really likes to air it out, and hard to blame him. But he can be just as dangerous in the passing game. So while he can get the tough yards inside, It's really his impact in the passing game that can set him apart.
That's 13 more on that play, and quickly another first down.
Once he saw the defense, he knew that outbreaking route was going to be there. All he had to do was wait for his guy to get to the spot and drop the ball right in the bucket near the sideline.
On first down, Burrow. He'll swing this one out to Brown. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
I think the days where cornerbacks are either unwilling or unable to be involved in the run game, I think those days are over, Mike. I think when you look around the landscape of today's NFL, yes, you have to cover, but you also have to be able to come up and tackle.
They'll run here with Brown. And he nearly got free. But as it is, gain of 6. It sets up third down.
Gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 2.
On the ground, this is Pirro. That is a gain of 15, halfway there as he's down at the 15.
There's a big conversation going on right now around the NFL about what is the true value of having a run game. And I've always thought it comes down to being good at 3 situations. Can you run the ball in the 4th quarter with a lead? How well can you run the ball on the goal line? And then in this case, how well can you run the ball in short yardage situations?
Gesicki, the man in motion. Play clock has expired. They're not going to get this one off on top.
Game, offense. Still first down.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. That one incomplete. The defender right there to make the play. And it's second down.
Incomplete.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
And time runs out there. He just airmails it towards the bench. Incomplete. You can sense a little frustration there. It brings up third down.
The threat of making a poor decision and throwing a pick is always in the back of your mind. And while you can't play scared, you do have to play smart. If you can't find an open target, throw the ball away, live for the next down.
Burrow from out of the gun here on third down. Got his man at the 6. He's going to be brought down very close to that line to gain. They're going to mark him just a bit short. And now it's 4th down.
And while it ultimately worked out for him this time, Mike, this is not a throw he wants to make a habit of because that was risky. When he threw it, I thought that ball was being picked. I think he got away with one here, results in a big pickup, and
oh, the blitz gets there. He is sacked, and they turn it over on downs.
And here we have a real gutsy call here, Mike, early in this game offensively. I think you're giving up a surefire field goal attempt, but at the same time, you're demonstrating to your players, hey, offense, I have a lot of trust in you, and let's see if they have this same approach as the rest of this game plays on.
The Bills offense ready now for their second drive. They'll begin inside their own 15-yard line, so a lot of real estate to cover. It's 1st and 10. Now Allen. They'll set up the screen to Cook. He's up to the 20. And And he's out of bounds on the pass play, but that's good for 8 yards.
You see so many teams wait till third down to execute their screen game, but I like in this case the play caller changes things up. He uses the screen game on first down, which will have an effect on this pass rush going forward. How aggressive do they want to get after the quarterback? Because they got that screen play still in the back of their head.
And he won't get away. Good open field tackle there to get him down behind the line.
Man, what a big-time play here by the corner. It feels like he knew that play was coming before the ball was even snapped. You can see he sticks his foot in the ground and bursts. He ends that play before it even has a chance to get started.
Third down, it's Allen. This one broken up. It's incomplete. Good job separating the receiver from the ball, and it is fourth down.
I think it would be a bit of an understatement, Mike, to say that this offense has come out today a bit flat. They haven't picked up a single first down through the first 2 drives, and barring a really aggressive decision here, they'll have to wait till their third series to see if they can make it happen.
This returnable from inside his own 40. And he's going to be brought down after a short return, and that's where his team will get possession of the football. Bengals offense heading back out. You see their offensive coordinator, Dan Pitcher. Pitcher in his 3rd season as the OC in Cincinnati. Burrow now to throw on first down. Short one into the hands of Gesicki. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 50-yard line.
Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's 2nd and 3. On the ground, it's Brown. And he'll get about 4 out of that one. That should be enough to move the chains. It is first down.
I think this 2nd down call, Mike, they were hoping that at worst they had themselves set up for a 3rd down and short. But there's no need for 3rd down. He was able to get enough on 2nd, and they get a fresh set of downs.
On carry here for Brown. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there. Going to get a stoppage here. We have an injured Bengal on the field. And as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside. Second down, Burrow. Well covered on the sideline, and it's intercepted. Picked off by D. Alford. And he is going to bring this one back. A DB's dream. A pick 6 for touchdown.
Yeah, it's one of those throws that it almost seems like everyone in this stadium could see coming except the quarterback. And defender takes a little bit of a chance. He reads it right from the jump. Great break on the ball, Mike. And there's just nothing anyone else can do. They just can't catch him, and he's gone.
Tyler Bass now for the extra point. It's up and through. And the Bills will take a 7-0 lead.
Bengals nothing.
Following the touchdown, Bass is back to kick it off. Charlie Jones now to return. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Bengals offense ready to come back out for this next possession. They'll begin with 1st and 10. Back to throw, Burrow. He'll find Andre Yosibas. They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line. That's the way to get started, a pickup of 17 and a very quick first down.
Let's give some credit to this offensive line. Once they identified the blitz, you could see them communicating with one another to make sure everybody is on the same page, and that's what gave the quarterback enough time and found the open man.
Looking down the field there, but it falls incomplete. T. Higgins, the intended receiver on that one. It's 2nd down.
Initially, a nice job by the receiver. He actually was open downfield. He was able to get behind the defense, but the window closed up so quickly they couldn't get the ball to him. Prevents the big play.
Here's Brown. And some good blocking. Springing it. A gain of 9 as we get to 3rd down.
Very positive returns on that run. I mean, really, the only thing not to like is that they weren't able to move the chains. But you know what? The way he ran there, I think they go right back to him and see if he has even a bigger carry in him.
Now Brown. But he goes nowhere. Call doesn't pan out. It's going to bring up 4th down.
Well, we have an early decision here, Mike. How aggressive does this coach want to be on this 4th down try? I think you got to keep your offense out there. You have a prime opportunity to take the fight to him, extend this drive, and hopefully be able to come away with points.
They'll try to run. 1st down and more. He's inside the 35. Give them 19 yards as they get the 4th down conversion.
I know it's 4th and short, Mike, but at this distance, you actually have to clear a lane out. You can't just fall forward or push the pile. So that conversion, it's as much of a credit to the blocking as it is to the running back seeing the hole and hitting it.
They'll come up now again. Good news, it's 1st and 10. Burrow now. This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up 2nd down.
Sometimes it's those footsteps. I don't care how long you've been playing or at what level you've been playing at. When that defender's bearing down, you really get a good idea of what guys are willing to go through contact to secure a catch, and in this case, what guys are unwilling.
Burrow here on 2nd down. That's into the hands of Yosibas. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up 3rd down.
That's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Burrow to throw. That's to his big tight end, Gesicki. And he's going to be taken down short of the marker. And that is going to set up an interesting 4th down decision.
And it seems like he just cut that route a little too short. He's got to get more depth on the initial stem, and that way he makes sure when he catches the ball, it's beyond the sticks.
Burrow to throw for it on 4th down. That's taken in, and they're going to pick it up here. They took a chance, and it paid off. 1st and goal coming up.
This is quarterback play at its finest, is understanding and identifying the blitz before the ball is snapped. That's what allows him to get the ball out of his hand so quickly, throws it to his hot receiver in the flat, and he does the rest.
To throw is Burrow. He'll find Brown out of the backfield. And they'll get this down to the 3, but no further. It'll be 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal. at the 3-yard line.
Throwing is Burrow. The pressure going to cave in on him. He will go down.
A loss of 10.
The defensive coaches, they preached all week, Mike. They have to have relentless pursuit of this quarterback when he tries to extend the play. So often it results in a great play for the offense and a big pickup. This time, because of that pursuit, it leads to a big loss.
Throwing here on 3rd and goal. Under pressure, he's going to go down again. They've sacked him for a second consecutive time.
Let's give a lot of credit to this defense, Mike. They've got their backs on their own goal line, and they completely buckle down here in the low red zone. I mean, this pass rush, they've completely changed the scope of this possession, and now brings up 4th and goal.
So we are through one here on Sunday Night Primetime. The Bills with the early advantage. Greg and I back here in Cincinnati after this. Fourth down, and the Bengals will bring in Evan McPherson for the field goal try. Officially, it's a 36-yard attempt. McPherson's kick is good. And the Bengals are on the move. It's 7-3.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
McPherson now, after making the field goal, is set to kick this one off. To return, here's Ray Davis. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Bills offense ready to take over once again. They've had it twice and they've punted twice, still seeking that first down of the game as they begin this 3rd drive. From the gun, Josh Allen. That is incomplete. No way to force the football in there. Good coverage. It'll bring up 2nd down.
It's 2nd down.
I got high standards for offensive players, but in this case, Mike, I think I'm giving all the credit to the defender. He timed that one up perfectly, and what could have been an easy play ends up as an incomplete.
Allen going to give it to Cook. And some good blocking at the point of attack. A pickup of 7, and it brings up 3rd down.
It's tough to completely celebrate, Mike, when you don't pick up the 1st down, but that's a run you will take every single time. I mean, good yardage in a lot of situations, it'll get you the 1st down, just not here.
3rd down and 3. The tight end, Kincaid, in motion. Allen on 3rd down. He's trying to get back to the line of scrimmage, but will not, and be taken down there.
And there was nothing exotic about that. I mean, they were just able to generate pressure without having to bring an extra rusher, and this offense now finds themselves staring at 4th down as a result.
Here's Mitch Wisnowski now, as he's on to punt for Buffalo. Bengals take over possession, and Chase Brown And this Cincinnati offense gets back to work. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. Drive will start on the ground, and he will not be able to turn upfield. They'll drop him behind the line.
Well, it's been the case this entire first half. It's been the defense that's really carried the load for this team. Some offensive struggles, but they've done more than their part, coming through again with another big stop for a loss.
They bring Chase in motion. Off the play fake. Here's Burrow. That one's down the field, but it is incomplete.
Solid rep there for this corner, Mike. I mean, to stay disciplined with his technique throughout the entire play. So often we see when the ball's put in the air, the defender can panic, and they either get a pass interference or they misplay the ball. This time, he times it perfectly and forces the incompletion.
Throwing now on 3rd and long. That's complete. It's Yosibov. And that one's going to be shut down. They are short of the line to gain. No first down, and the punt team will come on here on 4th down.
So barring an aggressive decision here on 4th down, it looks like this is going to be a 3-and-out. So this offense has to get to the sideline and regroup, figure out what went wrong, fix it, because they've got to be able to maintain possession the next time out.
Shakir to return. That could have broken for a bigger return, but as it is, nice job getting his offense a start out past the 30-yard line. The Bills offense back onto the field for their next possession. The lead sits at 4, so they'll try to add on to that. This drive begins with 1st and 10. Going to keep it on the zone read. And they will finally track him down inside the 40-yard line. Don't get that often during the season. First play of the drive picks up 29 yards.
You know, it's one of those plays, Mike, that when it works, man, it's a thing of beauty. The defensive end, he crashes down. The quarterback pulls it and escapes around the edge with nobody there and nothing but green grass. And we see this so often at the college level. Teams in the NFL have gotten a lot better defending it, but this time it works to perfection and picks up first down.
And a nice run there. He'll be stopped just shy of a first down. A pickup of 9.
The best offensive play callers in the NFL, Mike, do a great job tying in their under-center run game, like we just saw here, with their under-center play action game. And the ability to make those two things look alike, man, it puts a lot of stress on the defense.
Once again, it's Cook. Good blocking to the 15. And he's in. What a try. James Cook, touchdown Buffalo.
When you start talking about the qualities of a top-tier back in the NFL, Mike, we all talk about size, speed, the ability to keep your feet, the ability to have balance at contact. But the part we don't talk enough about is patience, understanding the blocking scheme, the timing, when to hit the hole, as much as what hole to hit. And I think you get a great example of what that looks like when it all comes together. He takes advantage of the scheme, and next thing you know, he hits his head on the goalpost.
Extra point try by Bass. It's up and good. And the Bills extend their advantage to 14-3.
Bengals 3.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Now return coming from the 7. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line. The Bengals offense ready to take over possession. They trail now 14-3, so an 11-point deficit as they start things out with 1st and 10. A quick throw on the RPO is complete.
Really nice timing on that slant route. You can tell the quarterback and the wide receiver are completely on the same page, and when executed at that level, it's virtually impossible to stop.
2nd and inches. Burrow, RPO, get it to Chase. And he will not get away. Terrific open field tackle. Gets him down behind the line.
Certainly not how they drew it up for his first catch of the game, but he's on the board, and I think the hope is continue to go his way, and next time, let's try to pick up some yards.
Higgins sent in motion. Working out of the gun, Burrow. That is caught. Finding Higgins. And he's going to be out of bounds with a gain of 7. And that'll be enough for a 1st down. Going to get a stoppage here. We have an injured Bengal on the field. So from the 39, they come up on 1st and 10. A quick slant taken by Chase. And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield. 2nd time they've hooked up on this drive. This one good for 12. And a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. He'll find Gesicki over the middle. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
As a route runner, once you identify zone coverage like they were playing here, the key is find open space and stay in it. He did a nice job here because that was not a big hole. The quarterback had to put a little extra on that one, and they were able to make the completion.
Play action now. It's Burrow. A throw there on 2nd down, going to be incomplete.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
Here's a 3rd down and 4. To throw is Burrow. And he'll be taken down. They got him back at midfield.
I think the most frustrating element to all of this is when you look downfield, there's guys open. There's plays to be made downfield in the passing game, but quite frankly, the pass protection has just been so bad that they haven't been able to take advantage of any of it.
Here's Ryan Rico now. He's on for the 2nd time. He'll try to get something inside the 10. That's going to be out of bounds, no return. And the drive's going to start from just inside the 20-yard line. James Cook and the rest of this Buffalo offense head back out. They're going to be looking to possibly push this to a 3-score advantage. Work to do on this drive. 1st and 10. Fake the handoff, and now it's Allen. They convert downfield, but it is caught. That's a nice pickup on a 1st down throw. It's a gain of 8.
There's no more efficient play in the NFL, Mike, than the play-action passing game. And you can see here why. You make the defense have to honor both the run and the pass, and he's able to pick up a nice gain to his tight end.
Allen quickly out to Moore. And it'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the 1st down.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started. I think he predetermined that third down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
Wisnowski in there to punt. Kick is away. Oh, how about that hit? Wow. He took a pretty good lick at the end of that one. Out comes Joe Burrow and the Bengals offense to take over once more. And he's had things all his way in the first half. Those numbers are sensational. And he looks to add to them with another drive here. Higgins sent in motion. They'll begin here on the ground. He's got room to the 45. And he's going to be taken down on the other side of the 50-yard line.
It's a gain of 21.
That's a gain of 21 to open this drive.
First down.
Well, that's how you get a drive started. A big play here in the run game, and you have to imagine this is something we're going to continue to see. Success early in the drive typically results in success later in the drive.
They go play action for Burrow. This is intercepted. Picked off by C.J. Gardner-Johnson.
And these are the throws that are really holding the offense back right now, Mike. He just has to make better decisions because you're not going to win many games when you turn the ball over at this rate.
James Cook and the rest of this Buffalo offense head back out. They built a nice lead for themselves here. They'll try to add to that, beginning with first down. From the gun, throw here for Allen. Pass complete right side to Kincaid. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
Brings up second and 3 at the 47-yard line.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's second down and 3. And he's not going to be able to get away. Good defense on the perimeter. It'll be a loss of yardage.
The tackle made back at the 44-yard line.
Here now, 3rd and 5. The tight end Kincaid in motion. On 3rd down, it's Allen. And that is incomplete. Contact, but no flags. It's going to be 4th down.
And that's exactly how you teach it. They want these defenders to time the hit, that right when the ball gets there, you separate the receiver from the ball. And those are the ones on offense, man. You just have to make that catch, Mike. I know it's easier said than done, but you know the hit's coming. You've got to squeeze that thing, brace for impact, and make that play for your offense.
And how about that play on special teams? Perfectly done. It checks up right at the 1-yard line. Bengals take over possession, and Chase Brown and this Cincinnati offense gets back to work. And he's been a tough man to stop in this first half, putting up some big numbers already. And remember, we haven't even reached halftime yet. We'll go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10. A handoff as they try to run it here. What more could you ask for on first down? Nice run of 8, setting up second and short.
8 yards on
At this point, we're going to need 2 hands to count for how many yards he's averaged in this one, Mike. But unfortunately, it just hasn't been enough to overcome the deficit here at this stage of the game.
Burrow fires quick to Higgins. And he's taken down up past the 35. That one good for 29.
I can't tell you, Mike, how many of these offensive skill players around the league, they look at man coverage as like a personal offense. After that last completion on the way back to the huddle, I think he had a few choice words for him. I think he said, hey, man, you can't guard me one-on-one. You better ask your coach for some help, because if he doesn't, you're going to be in for a long day.
And a nice run there on first down, getting 8, setting up second and 2.
It's a gain of 8.
So this team finds themselves now in a little bit of a tricky situation here, Mike. If they don't find a way to start sustaining some of these drives and come away with points, all of a sudden you're trailing by double digits in the second half. You become very one-dimensional. You become very pass-heavy, and that's certainly not how any team in the NFL wants to play.
Wow, look up, see defender all over him. Stopped him behind the line of scrimmage.
It's a loss.
Second and 2, you're thinking, I got 2 downs to get 2 yards. How hard can that be? Well, against this defense, it turns out to be a big challenge. They take you back for a loss at 2, and now you find yourself on 3rd down.
Clock ticking down, and we will hit the 2-minute warning. We'll come back to Cincinnati in a moment. Burrow from out of the gun here on 3rd down. This one just too far for the receiver. Out in front of him. That one falls incomplete. Mike Gesicki was the intended receiver. And that's going to lead to a 4th down. Here's their punter now, as he's on to punt for Cincinnati. And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback, and will come out to the 20-yard line. The Bills offense ready to see what they can do. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. Quickly to Shakir on the RPO. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard.
So he makes his first catch of the day, and even though it doesn't look like much, Mike, sometimes those are the touches that you can build off of. You know, it's like in basketball, what they say, sometimes you just need to see the ball go through the hoop.
Here's 2nd and 9. From the shotgun, it's Allen. That one down the field, but they cannot connect, and it's incomplete. Keon Coleman, the intended receiver. 3rd down coming up.
Pretty clear coming into this game that this offense felt that they had a distinct advantage running the ball. It was a matchup that they thought all week went in their favor, and so far the results indicate that they were spot on.
On 3rd down, it's Josh Allen. And that one's incomplete. They really ratcheted up the coverage there. And they force 4th down.
And this passing game continues to come up short these last couple plays. That's 2 consecutive incompletions in a row. Now they're staring 4th down right in the face.
On comes the punter now. He'll come on to kick for a 6th time tonight. Fair catch is called for and made just inside the 35-yard line.
At their own
Bengals take
line.
over possession and Chase Brown. And this Cincinnati offense gets back to work. They'll start out 1st down and 10. Back to throw, Burrow. That's into the hands of Yosibas. He's taken down, but just shy of midfield. Now the Bengals are going to call the first of their timeouts, and they'll have a chance to talk things over after picking up that first down.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Higgins sent in motion. Now, faking the give. Intercepted twice in the first half already. Wise to get the message and just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
You know, it's hard to speculate, Mike. We sit up here and we try to just interpret and assume what's going on in the minds of the players and the minds of the coaches, but they seem to me to be a little bit rattled. All these negative plays have really started to pile up in the first half. He's got to settle down, have some more efficiency on these early downs, and get his offense into some sort of rhythm.
Now timeout Cincinnati. That's their second, and they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go until halftime.
3rd and 3.
They'll come up to 3rd and 3. Burrow. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. And he's going to have the first down. They're also in field goal range at the 28-yard line.
That last completion's going to go a long way towards at least finishing this 2-minute drive, Mike, with some points. You're already in field goal range, so now the idea is continue to work the clock down, take a couple shots at the end zone. You want to get points, ideally a touchdown, but either way, you have the ball last before the end of the second quarter.
And he's close to another first down as he's brought down just shy of the marker.
At the Bills' 21-yard line.
They'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. Here's Burrow. Good coverage there in the end zone. That is incomplete. Terrific work. They separated the man from the football, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
3rd down and 2.
Doesn't get much better than that. Had he gotten there just a little bit earlier, he probably draws the flag a little late. It's probably a touchdown.
The Bengals field goal. A 38-yard attempt.
He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Bengals cut the lead to 4. It's 10-6. Halftime coming up, and we'll take you down to Scott Hansen for the EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the downtown Orlando studios. Scott Hansen and crew with you for a short and sweet halftime, as this game's had a little bit of everything to it. We'll find out which side can establish some tempo in the third quarter as we're ready to kick off the second half. Back out to our commentary team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Scott, thank you. Both teams trying to find the right formula as they come out for the second half. It's about to get underway. Third quarter set to commence. And we're back underway here on EA Sports. Jones now on the return. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. The Bengals offense looking to get back to work as we begin this third quarter. The deficit is 8 as this drive begins with 1st and 10. Burrow to throw. That's complete to all the tight ends. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
At the 28-yard line.
The drag route is such a good way to get the ball early into the hands of your tight end and take some pressure off the quarterback and give him an easy completion. The size and the athleticism allows them to try to pick up more yards, but do it after the catch.
And nothing doing here. He'll be stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
These edge rushers, they are judged by their sack totals, Mike. They love to rush the passer. But they have responsibilities in the run game as well. Great job here, keeping it to no gain.
3rd and 5. Throwing is Burrow. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down.
Bit of a letdown there. I mean, after that incompletion now, Mike, they find themselves giving the ball back. They're only down 8, so every single time they possess the ball, it's an opportunity to maybe get this thing back to all tied up. But every time they don't take advantage of a possession, it's another opportunity lost, and you've got to find a way. When they get the ball back, they've got to go chase some points.
The Bills offense trotting back out for their first involvement of this second half. The advantage is 8. We'll see if they can make this a 2-score game on this drive. 1st down and 10. Now off the bootleg. That's to the left side where he's got Kincaid. He's close to a 1st down. It's a gain of 9. Nice pitch and catch on 1st down.
Not every pass has to be thrown downfield. You can rely on the run after catch, especially a big body like this tight end. Get the ball in his hands early and let him pick up the rest after the catch.
From the 34-yard line, here's 2nd and 1. A quick throw on the RPO is complete. And he'll be brought down after a short pickup, but that is enough for a 1st down.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback. Get him to the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 38-yard line.
From the 38 now, here comes 2nd and 8. Allen to throw again. Flushed to his right, and he's going to somehow manage to get back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. It'll be 3rd down.
Watch the pursuit by this defensive end. The quarterback tries to escape the pocket, but he just keeps on chasing him, and he closes that ground in a hurry and brings him down for a big sack.
This will be 3rd and 8. Out of the gun, here's Allen. That one too far in front. It is incomplete.
We had a chance to sit down with the defensive coaches the other day, and we asked them, give us a few key points for today's game. And the first thing out of their mouth, Mike, what was it? It was, we got to get off the field on 3rd down. Well, here we are in the second half, and they've done just that. Right now, this offense has no answers on 3rd down.
Take it in, back at his own 12. Yeah. And a nice return there. The offense not going to be backed up as much as they could have. Drive's going to start from beyond the 20. Bengals take over possession and chase Brown. And this Cincinnati offense gets back to work. And really, he has not produced a whole lot of highlights as we thought about coming in, that he could be a featured back in this one. Instead, no running lanes, no room to operate, stuck at the line of scrimmage, and generally taking this offense out of its flow. Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10. Gesicki, the man in motion. Off the play fake. Here's Burrow. Pass caught. Gesicki on the right. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 25-yard line.
From the 25, here's 2nd and 8. Gesicki, the man in motion. 2nd down, Burrow. Catch left side is made by Higgins. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short.
7. Brings up 3rd and 1.
And here they come for 3rd and 1. Try to pick this one up on the ground. And he's going to be taken down on the other side of the 50-yard line.
It's a gain of 21.
They get 21 on that one. And the Bengals going to have a first down.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Third down and short. You decide to hand the ball off. What you're really telling yourself is just pick up enough yards to reset these downs. But in this case, the back had a whole lot more in mind. He saw the crease, and he hit it, and it led to a big gain.
Center leads him to the line for 1st and 10. Now they'll pitch it out here. And he'll be out of bounds inside the 30-yard line. A gain there of 20. It's a Cincinnati first down.
Another Bengals.
The key to these toss plays, Mike, is that the back has patience. It's a mixture of you want to get that ball out on the edge quickly, but you also have to give time for the big boys out in front to give you some blocks. So really well executed there, and it led to a big pickup.
Now Burrow going to do this himself. And he'll be met in the backfield and drop behind the line of scrimmage.
And that play just really looked doomed from the start, didn't it? It didn't look like the timing. It didn't look like he was confident in his read. And that time he pulls it, nowhere really to go, and take him down for a loss.
Gesicki, the man in motion. Now a 2nd down throw for Burrow. That's 3. 3rd time tonight he's been intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Terrell Bernard.
And on a possession where the offense really had their way on the ground, they got to kind of go back to the drawing board and say, is it worth putting the ball in the air? Yes, we want to generate points. We want to push the ball downfield, but none of that matters if you're going to keep turning the ball over.
So now here comes the Buffalo offense heading back out onto the field. They'll do so with 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Cook to start this drive. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. That's Dexter Lawrence in for the tackle.
Down at the 41. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
From the 41, here's 2nd down and 6. Now Allen throwing off his back foot, and it's taken in. And he won't get away. Good open field tackle there to get him down behind the line.
I think this play is a direct result of his film study. He knew exactly where that ball was going before the play was snapped, and that play recognition, man, it separates a lot of guys in this league and results in a negative play.
To the air on 3rd down, here's Allen. They get 16 on that connection. Good for a Bills first
A
down.
gain of 16 yards.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on third downs, that is a recipe for success.
Room to run at the 35. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
A gain of
19 more on that one. And another first down.
You know, and those are the types of runs, Mike, that when you look back on last year is a big reason that James Cook led the league in rushing. Has great patience, lets his blocks develop, and then it's really the burst through the... When he gets out in space, he's gone.
How about that? Quick feet there. Made a man miss on his way to a nice...
A 7-yard pickup.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You gotta have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
They'll keep it on the ground with Cook. Only a couple on that one. It'll set up third down.
And with that run, Mike, even though it brings up third down, it still keeps this offense in what they call a 50-50 downs. It means with the down and distance provided, you can call a run or a pass, and both are equal threats. And that's what makes it so hard for these defenses to defend those situations.
We'll try and run here with Cook. And he will get into the end zone. James Cook, touchdown Buffalo. He's got another one. His second touchdown of the evening.
Just a great way to finish off a drive, and it was something they thought they had a matchup advantage all week long, was in the ground game. And you can see here, they executed at the offensive line. He got some nice blocks downfield from his wide receivers and tight ends, and he was able to do the rest.
Here's Bass now for the extra point. His kick is good, and the Bills extend it to a 21-6 advantage.
Bengals 6.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Jones now on the return. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. Out comes Joe Burrow and the Bengals offense to take over once more. And he's had it going in the first half. Really had his way with the secondary. They have been powerless to stop him. Now, you're trying to keep it going. First down throw for Burrow. And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up second down.
There's certain guys, Mike, that have earned the right to make those tight window throws. And that doesn't mean that he's not going to get himself into trouble from time to time, but we've seen throughout his career his ability to make throws that other guys are either uncomfortable or unable to make is a big reason why he's kind of in a class all of his own.
And he'll be brought down up around the 38-yard line. That catch puts him over the 100-yard mark here tonight, and it gives the team a first down. Out of the gun, here's a run up the gut. And he'll be met in the backfield and dropped behind the line of scrimmage.
Looked like that might have been an RPO, a run-pass option. The quarterback has the ability to put the ball in the belly of the running back or pull it on the pass. Looked like he might have been better off pulling that one because he handed it off, and there was nowhere for that running back to go.
Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line. Trying to claw their way back into this one, and that'll help. It's a first down.
And we're starting to see the fruits of their labor paying off here. I mean, they've used this run game to throw a bunch of body blows throughout the entire contest, and while some of the carries didn't result in much at the time, it's clear they're starting to take its toll on this defense.
They go play action for Burrow. Open left side is Gesicki. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 45-yard line.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll run here with Brown. And he is planted in the backfield. Defenders crashing through. Blow up that play behind the line.
48-yard line.
So there's multiple factors, Mike, that make blitzes successful. So, of course, there's the initial design. Can you attack the vulnerabilities of the offense's blocking scheme? And then in this case, the next phase is the timing. You can see this linebacker knew exactly when that ball was going to be snapped. The offensive line had no chance to identify and pick him up, and he's able to bring him down for a loss.
And a good job here defensively. They did not let him get away. He's well short of the first down marker.
I think this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the first down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks, and now they got a 4th down decision to make.
That's into the hands of Gesicki. He's got it. And he's going to have a Bengals first down as the defense nowhere to be found. They picked up 20 on 4th down. On the carry is Piron, and he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this 3rd quarter of play. So we are through 3, and Sunday Night Primetime continues after this. Second and 7. Working out of the gun, Burrow. Throwing left side there, but it is incomplete.
Dropping a catchable ball is one of the worst feelings. It feels like the entire stadium is laughing at you, and all I know is firsthand, you just want to get another opportunity to put that one behind you.
Here's 3rd and 7. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Pass right side, and Higgins has the catch. And he's got the first down. A great job looking at engaging where the marker is and getting there to set up 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 9-yard line.
To throw is Burrow. It'll be taken in by Samaje Perine. And the tackle is made at about the 6.
A 4-yard gain brings up 2nd and goal at the 6-yard line.
Second and goal. Gesicki, the man in motion. A run, it's P-Rod. And he's going to go backwards, taken down at the 6.
This defense is doing a great job here facing this goal-to-go situation, especially on that last play. 2 stops down, and now the pressure really ramps up for this offense as they face 3rd and goal.
2 plays at their disposal, but they'd love to get it right here on 3rd and goal. Here's a screen set up for P-Rod. That one way too slow in developing. They rally to the ball, they get the man, and it's no gain.
No gain on the play.
Not the worst play call there. I actually like 3rd down screen game, especially when you're anticipating some pressure, an over-aggressive defense who's selling out to get to the quarterback. In this case, not a lot of room to operate. They don't convert. Brings up 4th down.
3 for 3 in the game, as this one is also good. And the Bengals are able to put up 3 and cut into the lead.
Yeah, he does a nice job handling that kick there, but I think offensively, you come back to the sideline and you're thinking, we have to find a way to finish these drives. I mean, to be in 1st and goal and settle for 3, that can be very deflating for an offense settling for too many field goals.
McPherson now, after making the field goal, is set to kick this one off. Davis now to return it. They get across the 20, mark them at the 22-yard line. James Cook and the rest of this Buffalo offense head back out. And as we look at the highlights, you see it's been tough to stop him here today. Couple of touchdowns in this ball game. He has, without a doubt, been the driving force in this offense so far. So 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 22. They'll start on the ground with Cook. And that'll be a pickup of 3.
Tackled at the 25-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
See what they have for 2nd and 7. Here's Cook. And it'll be brought down shy of the 35, but that is good enough to move the sticks.
It just seems like every time this guy touches the ball, he makes something happen, and not all of his runs are always going to be positive. He's kind of one of those guys that's going to get a 0, a 1, a 2, but it's the home run threat. It's the big plays that really tip the scales in your favor, and when you can generate those big explosive plays on the ground, man, it makes such a big difference for the offense.
That one out in front of his big target. They cannot connect, and it falls incomplete. Trying to get it to Dalton Kincaid there, and that will lead to a 2nd down.
So on a day where he's completed, give or take half of his passes, Mike, you have to imagine there's a handful of throws he'd like to have back, and I think that last one falls in that category. But the biggest thing, and most fortunately for them, they find themselves with a lead despite a bit of an up-and-down performance out of their quarterback.
And it'll be taken down after a gain of 9 and 3rd down. Coming up.
Kincaid. A gain of 9 brings up 3rd down.
They'll run the draw with Cook. And they've got it. Going to pick up the 1st down there. Right around midfield.
And that's kind of a double whammy of sorts for this defense. Not only do you not get the 3rd down stop, but now this offense, Mike, they're able to bleed even more clock down with this fresh set of downs.
Drive rolls on here with 1st down and 10. In motion, Shakir. A run up the middle with Cook. And he'll work forward for about 3. It's 2nd down.
Across midfield to the 49-yard line. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
From the gun, Josh Allen. He'll find his running back, Cook. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line. That pickup, good for 29 yards.
First down, Bills.
So often we see a team that's milking a 2-score lead get very conservative, especially in the fourth quarter, but not this coach. He says, all right, I might have a 2-score lead. I want to make it 3. He's trying to put as much pressure on his opponent possible here down the stretch late.
In motion, Shakir. Here's the first carry for the man from Kentucky, Ray Davis. He's able to get away from one man, but the reinforcements were there fast. He's taken down for a loss on the play.
At this stage in the fourth quarter, great job by the defense, understanding exactly what the offense is trying to do. They're trying to bleed the clock, shorten the game. They completely sold out to stop the run, able to take them down for a loss.
To the air on 2nd down. Here's Allen. And that ball incomplete over the middle. He was looking to get it to DJ Moore. And it's going to be 3rd down.
And this game almost just flipped completely on his head. You find yourself with a lead, just trying to milk the clock away in the fourth quarter, and that's a gift. And that defender just flat out drops the ball, and if he's able to secure that takeaway, this game looks very different for this offense.
And he will easily pick up the 1st down. They've got 1st and goal coming up.
Big-time completion right there, and this isn't just a spot where they're trying to run the game out here in the fourth quarter. They were not only trying to pick up points, but they're trying to get in the end zone and extend this lead. So, really nice job here late. Let's see if they can put this one out of reach.
And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up 2nd down.
And he has been a handful to deal with throughout this entire contest, Mike. And they came into the game saying, we want to impose our will on the defense, and that's exactly what they've been able to do.
Here now, 2nd down and goal. Cook trying to find a crease in that mass of humanity, but he's going to come up short.
Short of the goal line.
They keep it on the ground twice, Mike, and they have no success. So now if you're the play caller, that starts creeping into your head. Do you have confidence in a 3rd attempt, or now do you try to change it up and go play action and put the ball in the air?
Allen going to throw here on 3rd and goal. This is caught for a touchdown. There is a penalty flag down. Let's see if this one holds up.
Illegal touching. Offense.
So, a costly penalty here. It wipes away the touchdown. This has been quite the drive. 3 points would kind of feel like a letdown. So, they're going to go for it here on 4th and goal.
And what a job here by the defensive line. They've got to hold their ground. Any sort of push by the offense is going to result in a touchdown. But here, the defense comes through with a huge goal line stand, and they're able to keep this offense out of the end zone.
Out comes Joe Burrow and the Bengals offense to take over once more. And the turnovers have really been the story here. Take you back through the high, or actually the lowlights in this one. Not a lot of positives when you have a 3-interception game, under pressure all game long, the secondary feasting on his passes. It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10. Here's P-Rod. And a good run there. Will get him 5 yards.
Brought down at his own 6-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Play action now. It's Burrow. And the pressure too great. He's sacked in the end zone. That's a safety. So first the decision to throw down here backed up near your own goal line. And the defense gets to the quarterback, sacking him, Greg, in the end zone for a safety.
Mike, anytime you're willing to call a pass backed up this deep in your side of the field, you have to trust that your quarterback is going to have the clock in his head to get the ball out of his hand. In this case, he holds on to it too long. The defense is able to get to him in the end zone, and it results in the safety.
So now, after the safety, here comes a free kick from the 20-yard line. Davis to return it. And he'll be taken down as the next drive will begin there. James Cook and the rest of this Buffalo offense head back out. The lead is a couple of touchdowns as this drive kicks off 1st and 10. Allen going to give it to Cook. He'll try to push his way forward, but there's nowhere to go. They've got him right at the line of scrimmage.
And up until this point, this is not something that we've seen a lot of. His running backs had a really nice day, so in this case, this rep goes to the defense.
2nd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Allen. Looking middle, he's got it. He's hit after the catch, and the ball comes free. And it is recovered by the Bengals.
Mike, we hear that term run after catch so often, and sometimes people miss that there's kind of a middle phase. There's the catch, but before it turns into a run, you have to secure the ball as a ball carrier, right? It needs to be put away, properly held, points of pressure, front tip up against your body. All of that is kind of taken for granted. Catching it is just step one. You've got to secure the ball before you become a runner.
And remember now, all turnovers have to be verified by a replay, so they might be taking a look at this one.
Previous play is under review.
At issue was the knee, or any other body part except the hand, down before the ball comes loose, and are the visuals convincing enough to overturn the call on the field?
After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
So that one overturned. They say the runner was down, and that will not be a fumble. It'll be 1st down and 10. They run out of the gun. It's Cook. And he'll be met in the backfield and dropped behind the line of scrimmage.
How would you like to be this running back here? You get the ball, you're thinking, all right, get through the line, and next thing you know, the big old D tackle's just waiting for you there in the hole. Nowhere for you to go as he takes you down for a loss.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. To the middle of the field, caught by Shakir. And he's going to be taken down at the 30-yard line.
21 yards.
A gain there of 21. 1st down, Buffalo.
An interesting decision there by the play caller to put this ball in the air. Mike, you're up by 2 scores. Traditional wisdom says, hey, we're up by 2 scores late in the 4th quarter. We've got to keep this clock moving. You don't want to risk an incompletion. Now, They convert. They're able to secure the catch and pick up a fresh set of downs. That's going to enable them to continue to burn more clock. And without a stop, their opponent's not going to get the ball back.
23-yard line.
From the 23, this is 2nd and 3. Once again, it's Cook. And he'll get this inside the 20. A nice run. They're in the red zone. It's first down. Now timeout Cincinnati. That's their second. They'll be disappointed there after giving up the first down. Here's a handoff to Cook, and he'll get about 5. Going to get a stoppage here. We have an injured Bengal on the field. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. Center leads him up for 2nd and 5. Allen going to give this to Davis. So now the Bengals use their 3rd and final timeout. Talk things over before 3rd down.
5 yards on the play, and it's 3rd down.
Once more, it's Davis. And he's into the end zone.
Touchdown,
Ray Davis. Touchdown, Bills. Greg, that's one of those scores where it's not completely over, but it's getting to be about that time.
Yeah, Mike, I just think they're entering miracle stage right now, and I just don't think there's any coming back from this deficit.
Now Bass to tack on the extra point. The kick is good. And the Bills will open it up even further here in this 4th quarter. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This one taken at the 7. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. And that's where the offense will take over. The Bengals offense ready to get back at it. And now the hill to climb has gotten steeper. They had the safety the last time they had a football. That led to a touchdown a moment ago. So the deficit going in the wrong direction. Going to try to right the ship here. It's 1st and 10. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. Throwing is Burrow. To the middle of the field, caught by Higgins. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line. 19 yards right away to kick off this drive.
These can be tricky situations defensively, right? The game is all but over. Barring something unforeseen, you got this one in the bag, but you still want to finish on a high note. You still want to walk off the field and put an exclamation point on what's pretty much been a dominant performance right from the start.
And he's going to be taken down, and that will take us to the 2-minute warning. First and 10. Burrow. He'll work this out wide to P-Rod. And he'll get about 8 on that one. Most of it coming after the catch. It's second down.
It's a gain of 8.
Great example of first down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly second down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
Burrow here on second down. Who else? Another catch for his favorite target. And they'll get him down after a gain of 5, but that is enough for a first down.
I think they're going to have to be more creative here on the back end with the types of coverages they show this quarterback. Change the look pre-snap to post-snap. Mix in zone, mix in man. More challenging on the quarterback going forward.
And he's close to another first down as he's brought down just shy of the marker.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up second and 2 at the 24-yard line.
They'll come to the line now on second and 2. To throw is Burrow. And after all those interceptions, he finally said enough is enough and just throws that one away.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
He's got a receiver. It's Chase. It's a pickup of 13 yards. And the Bengals going to have a first down.
That's good.
It's been tough sledding for this offense all day today, Mike, but especially here in the second half. So they are just in desperate need of a spark. Just something to get their offense into a little bit of a rhythm if they want to have any chance to find themselves back into this game here late.
Catch left side is made by Higgins.
Complete to T. Higgins. 2 yards on the pickup. It's second and 8 at the 9-yard line.
So a road win here for the Bills. And right away you can point to the turnover battle. Always key. Tells the story so often. It did here again today. Their offense didn't turn it over at all. They finished on the plus side with the takeaways. And as a result, they're going to come away